Greetings, Cosmos, and welcome to Metroid Fusion. I was planning to play Spelunky Classic, but for some reason I can't get my recording system, service, whatever, to, hold on. For some reason I can't get my recording service to, whatever, you can live with the toolbar at the top for now, to acknowledge that that is a thing that can be recorded. So, here we are, Metroid Fusion. I'm going to spend the time I'm playing this game, the days I'm playing this game, trying to get Spelunky Classic figured out. You know, come to think of it, this was my first Metroid game, but after playing other Metroid games, I always kind of assumed that the ship was self-controlling. So, playing the B slot again. I'd been assigned to watch over Biologics research team, so I once again found myself on the surface of SR-388. Oh hey, look at that frog. Recognize this from Metroid? Another Metroid 2 remake? Yeah, that's it. It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we now know as X. Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Once the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologics vessel recovered it and transported me to Galactic Federation HQ. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, corrupting large areas of my power suit. It then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. Then, someone found a cure. They proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR-388. The serum was prepared and injected without delay. I love how seemingly arbitrary that is at first. Well, we'll just inject Samus with Metroid cells, it'll be fine. The X-parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. I mean, it makes sense though. The X-parasites were never seen on planet SR-388 until all the Metroids were gone. As for me, one life ended, yet I survived, reborn as something different. Pondering this fact, I realize I owe the Metroid hatching my life twice over. We'll soon be arriving at the BSL research station. I must prepare for docking. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biologic Space Labs or BSL research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected piece of my power suit. What a wonderful idea! After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I'm being sent there to investigate. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized CO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CO. Alright. I'm glad I get this first map automatic. There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR-388 as well as parts of your suit infected by the X parasites. The cause of the explosion is as yet unclear. Investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way, uplink from there. Is your objective clear? Now, go to the quarantine bay. It wasn't until I started playing other Metroid games that I didn't realize how weird it was until I played other Metroid games, that you get the map at the start of each area. So yes, my first Metroid game, and it taught me that you could hang on ledges. Oh, hey. Right, I need to aim down manually here. Look at that. Curses. This is gonna take some getting used to. Like, for one thing, I forgot that I didn't have the morph ball yet. And also, wow, this is so much slower. Navigation room. The quarantine bay is ahead. Bio signs are confirmed. Be careful. This game has an almost survival horror feel to it. Oh hey, look at that. And now I get healed by these. Cannot move any further without a morph ball. Oh, come on, I thought I remembered a secret over there. Oh well. Fine, I'll uplink with the navigation. This is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X parasites. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. The gelatinous X parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroids were the main predators of the X, which explains why the Metroid vaccine worked. That's why the vaccine works so quickly and so well. It would also change your cellular makeup. You will never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X parasites without a host by merely touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. You may also restore latent abilities this way, so pursue free X parasites whenever you possibly can. This line here always seems so odd to me. It implied to me that you could restore latent abilities by just grabbing up random X parasites instead of specific boss ones. This station is home to many species, some violent ones. They're all violent now! We must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I'm already detecting massive biosigns in this region. The X are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them, but you are only at 10% battle capacity. Your chance of survival is extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Is your objective clear? Yes, my objective is to be alive and on duty. Now get going. I have released the lock on the level 0 hatches. Look for the blinking hatches. Ah, there was a level 0 hatch in that direction. I want to check what's behind it. So once again, this isn't going to be a speed run or a 100% run. Oh hey, look at this. If I had a morph bulb, I would do something about that. So, first off, I'm going to attempt... Okay, these are green. I cannot transcend that yet. I like how sometimes you walk into a room and see the X-Parasites forming into something. Alright, save complete. Oh hey look, zombie scientists. Oh hey, I actually forgot about this. Cannot go through here. Still getting used to the aiming. So much talking early in the game. I have received news from HQ. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. Once you have this data, you will be able to use missiles. This will help against some enemies your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here. Is your objective clear? Oh, yes. With missiles, your chance of survival climbs to 20%. Why, thank you for your faith in my abilities. Alright, so... that computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CO I served under named Adam Malkovich. He called me Lady on missions. From anyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect and with some irony, I named the computer after him. This sounds so much worse after other M. Alright, so what is here? Recharge room. I appreciate that these restore your health and missiles. Just like completely. Well, not just missiles, all your weapons. Alright, so... I could go into the data room, but what... I cannot jump high enough, and also that door is red. No! No, get off of that! The data room is just ahead. I didn't notice that this door was open until it was too late. So, getting my first power up. Missile data download. Hold R and press B. Yeah, so... Oh, power ran down. Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading huge biosigns, so I hope your missiles work! To reload missiles, you can use a recharge room or absorb a special type of X-Parasite. You'll see them. Try it out. Missiles are your only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. Now find a way to the target. Hey, no. Alright, so... missiles! There's the missile training. Good luck with the rest of existence. I do like that they force you to learn the basics of exploration here. Oh yes, this type of thing, only defeated by missiles. Keep an eye out for broken looking ground, because that, well, not just ground, broken looking anything, because that means something. And now I can never go back up there. Or can I? I think I can. Alright, so... still getting used to the button layout for Game Boy Advance. Alright, so... I am definitely going to stop and save. Alright, I at least want to fight a boss before quitting for the day. So, take that. So, these things. Like, I first encountered them in this game, and for this game I was like, oh, those are just weird X-parasite things. But then I discovered that they exist in other games too. Oops. Now they exist in other games too. I love devouring the red X-parasites for obvious reasons. Yeah, I discovered that they existed in other games too. And so they weren't just the weirdness of X-parasites, they're just weird. Alright, health boost. Thank goodness. Now, if memory serves, there's some kind of a... yes. Some kind of a secret up here. Another health tank. I did do a 100% run once. It wasn't a fast 100% run. And I had to have a map, like an external map, to help me find everything. But I am so glad for the way that the map show when you're in a room that has stuff in it, the map will show it to you whether or not you and tell you whether or not you acquired it. Also, I am thankful that you can just shoot this thing as much as you need to get extra weapon and health energy. My first playthrough, even after collecting these, I still thought you could restore abilities by grabbing random free-floating X-parasites. So now I have the Morph Ball. Now for the Morph Ball training area. Which, again, even though this game has all kinds of talking, the Morph Ball training area, like all the training areas, teach you organically how this stuff works. And I love it. Alright, so... Alright, after I check out this room, I'm going to save and exit. Oh, it's just a healing room. It's nice, but just a healing room. Alright, so join me next time as I go to a navigation room sometime. I'll see you then.